Tell me, what are we in right now? This thing's amazing.
Yeah, this is the latest second generation car from Aston Martin. So our second century plan unfolded with DB11, the first turbo generation car. This is the second of the turbo generation cars.
Did everybody love the turbo, or did they not like the turbo?
Look, it's a necessary have to do. We've gone smaller capacity to meet future emission regulation, but we're using forced induction to produce the power that we need out of our cars.
Does that mean a smaller engine as a whole, but more power and cleaner?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. It means we have to meet emission regulation going forward. So we need a cleaner unit, which you know the capacity to build big naturally aspirated engines has really passed in terms of that generation. So now smaller capacity, turbo in charge, so we get the power output out of the unit. So smaller engine, more power.
Aesthetically, you're looking at this though. This is change.
Look, it is. It's a
It's a double taker. It's like, what's going on there? That's Aston, but it's
it's a
rebirth.
it is, and it's a new architecture. It's a spaceship. When you look at the rest of cars on the road, it kind of recalibrates people's thought as to what a car could or should look like. It's meant to be challenging. It's very aggressive, more aggressive than we've been. It's super predatory in terms of the way that the front of the car.
Just the width from the front, it looks. But from what you're saying before, it was the same footprint.
It's an illusion. It's
crazy.
It's incredible architecture.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're taking people's eye to the full width extremity of the car.
Yeah.
So we have a clamshell bonnet on this car as we do with DB11, and it basically means that your eye is taken to the full width alongside a very wide grille.
Okay.
So the impression is width, but in fact if you measure it, where our footprint is the same width and overall length, this is actually 34 millimeters shorter than the 911.
Wow.
And no wider than the predecessor. The technology, particularly in the transmission, has taken this from a car that's now got super low speed manners to putting it into a track mode, and it's a hooligan. And we perhaps didn't have that in the previous Vantage. The previous Vantage at low speed, its characteristics were a very performance orientated transmission.
Okay.
Now we're running with the ZF.
And so, if you talk about just some raw numbers, what statistically, what are we sitting at here? Capacity, size of the engine, output, things like that.
Look, performance is related to, I guess, 3 or 4 key things.
Yes.
Power.
Everyone wants to know these 3 or 4 drivers. What do we got?
Okay, you're going to get performance from a car if you lighten it. You're going to get performance if you put more power in it. You're going to get performance if you get better aerodynamics in it, and you get better technology. So from
done it all.
So we have. We've literally done it all.
Yeah, nice.
505 horsepower, nearly 700 newton meters of torque. That's
Huge.
up from 430.
Huge.
Where our weight is down to 1,530 kilograms. And the aero on this car, it's the first active diffuser in a front engine car. 80 kilos of downforce at Vmax.
Wow.
So there is not an area of this that we haven't taken from the track in our GT racing program. And we won the Le Mans GT Pro class in 2017, and that data has made its way all into this car.
So that's cool. That's why when you talk about racing and pedigree and heritage, you don't seem to click quite as much from the day-to-day user when they think about sports cars. Pedigree that comes from Aston Martin is tried and tested. They think about some of the other brands, but this is like Aston Martin. It's legitimate race car technology here in your hands.
When David Brown bought the company in '47, the first thing he did was go and win Le Mans in the DBR1.
Yes.
And
that's what you have to do.
That's what we do.
It's not real until you do that.
We race every model. There isn't a car that we produce that doesn't have a race team, and that's always critical to Aston Martin.
Okay, so right now we're kicking around, and you've got the low exhaust mode, so you've got the ability to shift and change.
Yeah, I mean this is a couple of things. Firstly, you're right. We've got modes on the right thumb and modes on the left thumb.
Okay.
Independent of each other. I've got engine, suspension, different, so I can use my left thumb to change the firmness of the suspension, and my right thumb will change the engine performance and the transmission
at pace. So you can just be moving through, feeling it. Okay, away we go.
Absolutely.
Wow.
As we go here. Also, there's a quad exhaust system that we can option into the car as well. This is not wearing it, but it's even more performance related and sounds even more aggressive.
Yes. I think that should be a must.
Yeah, it is, and future orders will always wear that system for the car for sure.
Definitely, you got to show it off. So now, if you flick it into a noisier mode,
so
what's the mode called?
So we got.
Oh, there we go.
to show the intentions of the car, our start mode is sport.
Yep.
We then go up into a sport plus mode, and then we have a track mode. So, and we can run that both in standard drive and also in the manual paddle shift, which I'm in at the moment.
Okay.
Now we've got noise induction on the way up and the way down the transmission. So if I just come down the gears here, you'll hear that exhaust note come through.
That's the crackle.
Well, the crackle and that induction noise is normally on the way down on a car, but this car has got an amazing sound going on the way up, which is pure race car bred. And you know, if I just throttle on here and back off, you can hear it there.
How do you not do? You just be doing that all day.
You can play it too.
Oh man.
So you can hear it's ballistic.
Yeah.
Ballistic.
Yeah. That's exactly it.